of the deepest river in Dominica, the home of the Fort Shirley Cabritz National Park, the home of jazz and Creole, the home of some of the most friendliest people you'll ever meet, and the home of the starting point of Traditour 2025. Welcome. At this point, I pause to recognize Mr. Benoit Badwill, the chairman of Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Ayodele Andrew, the festivals and events manager of Discover Dominica Authority, Her Worship Carrie Brady Prince, the mayor of Portsmouth, Mr. Francois Tony, the coordinator of ANASA, Mr. Andre O'Brien, Cobra, the president of PAYS, Ms. Marcy Gachette, marketing manager of Intercontinental Cabritz Resort and Spa, Mr. Dane Smalling, production manager of NSC, representatives from Discover Dominica Authority, other representatives of Traditour 2025, members of the media, viewers tuning live via MO News, DBS Radio, Kyrie FM, and all other media houses, GIS. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the Ministry of Tourism and Discover Dominica Authority, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the official launch of Traditour 2025. Today, we gather at the Purple Turtle Beach not just as spectators, but as history makers. For the first time, Dominica has the honor of being the starting point of this prestigious traditional sailing race, and we are incredibly proud to welcome over 400 guests, partners, sailors, and media representatives to our nature island. Traditour, it isn't just about boats on the sea. It's about the people who have lived by the water, moved by the tides, and made the sea part of who they are. It's about culture, stories, music, movement, and connection. And it's about identity, Caribbean identity, tied together by the sea, by spirit, and by pride. And here in Portsmouth, a community by the sea, this moment feels especially symbolic to us. We sail forward together, not just as islands, but as a united region that treasures tradition, fosters tourism, and embraces innovation. So thank you very much for supporting Dominica and for helping us launch Traditour 2025. And of course, welcome to this press conference. My name is Monel Alexis. I'm the Public Relations and Communications Specialist for Discover Dominica Authority. And this morning, I will be serving as the Master of Ceremonies. Today's press conference, it gives you first look at what is to come. You'll hear from our partners, our sponsors, as well as the organizers in Guadeloupe or from Guadeloupe, and key voices in the Ministry of Tourism and Community Development. You'll also get essential details about the race, the cultural activities planned over the next few days, and what it all means for Portsmouth and Dominica. So, it's time to begin. Let the stories unfold. To start, I invite to the podium one of our sponsors for Traditour 2025. She is the marketing manager of Intercontinental Dominica Cabritz Resort and Spa. Her name, Marcy Gachette. Please let's welcome her to the podium.
Good morning to the media and to our dignitaries and to the listening public. Again, my name is Marcy Gachette. I am the marketing manager of Intercontinental Resort and Spa. Today, I would like to welcome you to the press launch of Traditour, something that we have looked forward to for a very long time. As you are aware, Portsmouth is a sailing community with Prince Rupert Bay and all the many beaches that we have here. We are very pleased to sponsor this event, and we look forward to many of the sailors and the French West Indian nationals coming to our shores and staying at a 5-star luxury resort where we have many amenities to suit every client's needs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gachette. Now for another sponsor, NSC, I would like to invite to the podium Mr. Dane Smalling.
Good morning, everyone. We're here again on this podium in a different setting this time. So I want to say a special good morning to everybody watching right now, to all the invited guests and sponsors. So I am here this morning. My name is Dane Smalling. I'm publicly known as Danger Dane, but I'm here in the capacity this morning representing NSE High-Tech Group of Companies. Everybody knows construction, blocks, all of those other things. We do electricals, all of that. But today I'm in the capacity of our latest production, which is Soundstage Light. We are like no other on the island presently because we can do everything ourselves, unlike some others. So therefore we do stage sound light, we do everything from the booking of the artists to the promotion to the logistics, we can do it. That's why the company is called NSE Event Solutions, because that's what we do, find solutions to any problem you have in events. All right, so we are proud to be a part of this as a sponsor because we're all about community building and creating bonds and partnership to make Dominica a better place. And of course, add a little bit of entertainment to it because that is definitely our vibes. So we're a proud sponsor of this year's Traditour 2025. And a lot of people always asking me, what does NSE mean? North Side Empire. And we're in the North, and we're very much proud to be a part of this year's Traditour. So thank you very much for having me. And everybody who's watching, make sure you come down to the North. It's something special. And come and listen to the sound system. Come and check out the vibes. We're gonna put on a great display here. So make sure you come on down, okay? So thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smalling. I also want to recognize our other sponsor, Digicel. Thank you very much to you, Digicel, and to all the other sponsors for supporting Traditour 2025 right here in Portsmouth, Dominica. Up next, I invite to the podium Her Worship, the Mayor of Portsmouth, Mrs. Carrie Breedy Prince, to address you.
Mr. Benoit Badwell, Chairman of Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Ayodele Andrew, Festivals and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Carl Chipotel, President of ANASA, Mr. Francois Tony, Coordinator of ANASA, Ms. Marcy Gachette, Marketing Manager of Intercontinental Dominica Cabrits Resorts and Spa, Mr. Dane Smalling, Production Manager of NSC. I see representatives of Customs, Environmental Health, PAYS, all of you gathered here, members of the media, invited guests, viewers tuned in via social media, on the radio, ladies and gentlemen, MO News as well, good morning. It is a true honor to stand before you today on the eve of a momentous occasion, the history launch of Traditour 2025 from yours truly, Portsmouth, Dominica. This year's edition of Traditour marks a turning point in regional collaboration. For the first time, it is rich and its celebrated history, this iconic traditional sailing race, rooted in the maritime culture of Guadeloupe, will begin not from its shores, but from ours, right here on the Purple Turtle Beach. We are immensely proud to host this event. And as Mayor of Portsmouth, I speak not only for the Town Council, but for the entire community when I say that we are honored to be the gateway for this cultural and sporting journey. Our gratitude extends to our partners, the St. Anne Sailing Association, ANASA, the Ministry of Tourism and Discover Dominica Authority for trusting Portsmouth with this responsibility and for recognizing the value of partnership that goes far beyond this weekend. This collaboration opens a new chapter in Caribbean unity, strengthening our relationships in tourism development, cultural exchange, youth exchange, maritime relations, and even future trade opportunities between our islands. Traditour 2025 is not just about boats and winds and waves. It is about people. It is about celebrating who we are as Caribbean nations, what we share, and how we can grow together. So, we are ready. Our community is ready. Tomorrow, We welcome over 400 sailors from Guadeloupe and beyond with open arms. The Traditour village will offer music, food, art, and stories of people. It will be a stage for our culture, our creativity, our hospitality. And on July 4th, when these boats launch into the Prince Rupert's Bay and set course for Guadeloupe, they will carry with them not just the sailcloth and skill, but the spirit of a united Caribbean. So let us celebrate this milestone with pride and purpose. Let us share it with the world. And let this be just the beginning of many shared journey between Guadeloupe and Dominica, between Traditour and Dominica. So thank you, and once again, welcome to Traditour 2025.
Thank you very much, Mayor Prince. And certainly we celebrate Traditour 2025 with pride and purpose. It is now my pleasure to invite to the podium Mr. Carl Chipotel, the president of ANASA, to address us.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to try to speak in English, but I'm not very friendly, so excuse my mistake when I could talk. So, Mr. Baroui, Mrs. Brody Prince, dear Kerry, Mrs. Ayodele Andrew, I'm very proud and it's a great honor to be here in Portsmouth today. You know, I want, first of all, thanks for Prime Minister, the Minister of Tourism, Ms. Charles Bebenton, that I met a few months ago. Mrs. I forgot Lisa Valmont, for welcoming us in Dominica for this sailing race. I think that everything has been said, so I just want to say that I grew up in a family who believe in Caribbean brotherhood. It's my opinion. I don't speak for all authorities of Guadeloupe when I say that. Maybe for I'm French, I'm Guadeloupean, I'm Caribbean. It's my reality. In my family, it's that kind of value I grew up with. So I want to say also that it's the first time we come in Dominica, and that's the last time. Last year, of the ceremony beginning, I said that in 2034, it's been the fifth time we came in Dominica. I think that first time it will a very great moment. So thank you for the kindly welcome, and I want to make exchange that event that will what I said, it's that make exchange with Guadeloupe, economical exchange, cultural exchange. So it's the first time I said, it's not the last. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chipotel. I'm happy that you're here in Dominica, and you mentioned that this time coming to Dominica, it won't be the last, so we look forward to Traditour 2026, right here, Portsmouth, Dominica. Thank you in advance. Up next, let's talk details of Traditour 2025, because this exciting sailing event is happening in a few hours, well, a few days. Let's get the details. For that, I invite to the podium Mr. Francois Tony. He is the coordinator of ANASA.
Hi guys. You told me Traditour is really Caribbean. So if you want, today I will speak Creole. So I want to try to speak Creole for you, and I hope everybody understood me. OK. So Traditour là, ça, c'est vraiment un butin qui est exceptionnel. L'année là, ça, nous sommes partis Dominique, parce que nous TV en ADN, nous mettons en avant effectivement la Caraïbe. C'est ça que nous devons mettre en avant. Et l'année là, ça, donc, c'est un Traditour. Il a commencé le 3, il a fini le 13 juillet. Donc, il y a 11 jours course. Dans ces 11 jours-là, ça y a 13 étapes. Dans chaque étape, nous avons essayé de mettre en avant une ville qui devait accepter, en fait, partage en nous. Et dans chaque étape, nous avons essayé finalement de mettre en avant la culture, la voile, la tradition. Et c'est ça que nous avons essayé de mettre en avant. Donc, si Traditour là, ça, il faut nous compter, nous avons 39 équipages. 39 équipages, ça, c'est en lot. À 39 équipages là, ça, nous avons compté 7 équipages, un qui madame. C'est madame qui, si ces bateaux-là. Nous avons un équipage également qui est mixte, et nous avons un équipage qui nomme donc, et nous avons un équipage jeune. Donc, tout le monde a pu faire voile. Tout le monde a pu faire voile. Donc, voile là pour nous, Traditour là, c'est un vecteur de transmission et un vecteur de un lobitin qui est positif pour les échanges entre la Caraïbe et pour nous-mêmes. Donc, en cas des autres, eh bien, Vini, qui ça y est, ben, en Dominique, Vinizot voit qu'effectivement, mais à Postmous, à Yodélé, mettre en place, bon, nous, la Dominique, mettre en place Bazot pour l'Ogla, c'est le 3. C'est qu'il y a un bel petit bitin si là, nous qui faisons un bel petit départ. Le 4, nous qui est parti si cité de haut, papa, venez suivre nous, prendre des bateaux, venez voir Kousla, venez avec nous. Et nous qui fait un bel Traditour, tant la belle, nous qui espérer qui est belle comme ça toujours. Et nous qui continuons comme ça. Voilà.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tony, for presenting that information. Up next, I invite to the podium Ms. Ayodele Andrew. She's the Festival and Events Manager for Discover Dominica Authority. This morning, she'll be delivering remarks. Ms. Andrew.
Good morning, everyone. Just recognize Mr. Benoit Badwill, Chairman of Discover Dominica Authority. Her Worship, the Mayor of Portsmouth, Kerry Brady Prince, Mr. Carl Chipotel, the President of ANASA, Francois Tony Xavier, the Risk Coordinator for ANASA, Ms. Marcy Gachet, Marketing Manager of Intercontinental Dominica Cabrits Resorts and Spa, Mr. Dane Smallin, Production Manager of NSC. We also have representatives from Environmental Health and the Dominica Customs and Excise Division, members of the media, invited guests, and viewers tuned in and listeners online. It really gives me a great pleasure to be here today as we celebrate the historic occasion of the launch of Traditour from our very shores. Traditour is a traditional sailing race that has been celebrated annually in Guadeloupe, and really it's a celebration of the Caribbean maritime heritage. This year marks a pivotal shift and a new chapter, as Dominica is the starting point of this race, which usually would be a circumnavigate around Guadeloupe, and Dominica has been included, being the starting point of this race. That's a very prestigious activity for us and a new event for us at Discover Dominica Authority, that we really welcome the opportunity to build on this opportunity and foster long-term relationships going forward from here. It's not just a race. You know, we are prepared to welcome over 400 sailors from Guadeloupe who will come right here on Purple Turtle Beach from tomorrow, and their presence will also signify a boost to the local economy for the Portsmouth community. To mark their arrival and to truly embrace the spirit of this event, we are setting up right here. For those of you who are here, you can see we are setting up a Traditour village, which will offer experiences for the sailors who are coming in, the crews, family members and friends, but also it's an opportunity for us, Dominica, to put on a showcase of the best that Dominica has to offer. So we have vendors they'll have local, give them an opportunity to savor our local delectables, refreshing drinks and traditional food, rich cultural experiences from our cultural and traditional groups, a lively entertainment showcase. And all of this is happening tomorrow, and we have the highlight of tomorrow's activity will be an exhibition sailing base right here in Prince Rupert Bay. So for most of us in Dominica, we would not be able to follow the race once it departs Dominica, but you'll have an opportunity to experience what the race would look like. So just imagine Prince Rupert's Bay filled with all the boats, and there's some already here on the beach, and some more will be arriving tomorrow, and all the colorful sails going through Prince Rupert's Bay. I'd say this is an opportunity that no one should miss. So this is history, and I invite everybody to be part of this history. On Friday morning, July 4th, the race takes off at 9 a.m. from Prince Rupert Bay. If you're in the community, you know, get up early and you can do your morning run and come down to the beach and be part of the excitement as the sailors get ready to take off, and, you know, have that view. You can come up here. You could even be at Fort Shirley and get a fantastic view of the boats as they sail off towards Les Saints. This historic event is a direct result of ongoing and fruitful collaboration between LANASA, La Région Guadeloupe, Dominica, championed by our Ministry of Tourism and the Discover Dominica Authority. Traditour 2025 is a tangible outcome of our shared commitment to strengthening maritime relations, boosting tourism initiatives, and unlocking the potential for trade benefits, opening doors for new economic activities and partnerships with our neighbors, our brothers and sisters in Guadeloupe. Hosting Traditour is an investment in our future. It raises our international profile, stimulates local business, and creates unforgettable experiences for both our visitors and our own people. And I'll say here that next year, Dominica should have at least one team. And I'll say I'm a sailor as well. I'm a sailor as well, and I'm looking to create a female and all-female team to represent Dominica to participate in the full Traditour race. But we need to start training like soon, so you know, y'all can call me, we can sign up and start training. And I would like to really extend gratitude from the Ministry of Tourism, Discover Dominica Authority, the community of Portsmouth, to LANASA for reaching out to us to build this partnership and to really, you know, build on it. We've had some visits, they've come over to visit, we've gone over to Guadeloupe to visit, had exchanges, and this has been months in the making, and there are so many different components. I really want to recognize some of the partners, you know, behind the scenes who really make this possible. We have the Customs and Excise Division, the Dominica Police Force, the Immigration Department, DASPA, the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority. I really want to say they've been instrumental in facilitating a number of the logistical details that are needed to be able to, facilitate bringing in the boats, having the sailors come in, and expediting the processing, for the immigration, and that is critical to be able to host such an activity, because we do want ease in process to make it viable for the Traditours to continue on. Our sponsors, IHG came on board very significantly. They will be hosting all 400 of the crews for lunch tomorrow at the Intercontinental Dominica Cabrits Resort and Spa. And that is a major and very significant demonstration of commitment to Dominica's tourism development, and we do appreciate this very greatly. Thank you very much. Digicel Dominica, when we reached out to them for technical support that we need to facilitate the processing as well, they did not hesitate to come on board. We are able to bring this press conference live and facilitate our activities tomorrow in the Traditours village with the support of Digicel for our communication. Thank you very much to Melissa Abbott, Dane Daniel, and the team at Digicel Dominica. We want to recognize also the Environmental Health Division, who always supports us with all our activities and continues to do so. And we look forward to continue working with you over the next few days to ensure our health and safety is met and maintained for everyone to have an enjoyable and thrilling experience at Traditour 2025. Our sponsor, NSC, who is doing the infrastructure setup for the venue, that is appreciated. Some of our partners, Belfast Estate, who will be providing product samples to all the crews tomorrow, as well, local vendors and our local artisans who will be showing Dominica's talents in our local craft production, as well as our local vendors who committed to come in and really bring in the culinary experience for the village atmosphere. Pays Dominica, well, Pays of Portsmouth, I should say the Portsmouth Association for Yachting and Sailing. They have really come on board to support as well. This morning they played an instrumental role for the offloading of the vessels coming in, and putting on an event of any kind is not possible without partnerships. It's critical. There are lots of moving parts. And we really just want to say thank you to all the persons who we've reached out to and immediately, without hesitation, came on board to partner with us. And I will go with the motto of Lanasa for Traditour, nous tout à même canot là. This is Caribbean unity. This is fostering relationship, building and moving forward. So tout moun Dominique, zoni pou wive à Purple Turtle Beach, Portsmouth, vini wherever. L'année prochaine, nous kay participer à Traditour. Bon.
Thank you very much, Ayodele Andrew. This certainly is Caribbean history, and it is not a race, but it is an experience. And we're almost done with the press conference, but before we wrap up, I would like to invite to the podium the chairman of Discover Dominica Authority. His name, Mr. Benoit Badwill. He will deliver remarks.
Let me begin by saying bonjour tout le monde. Moi, bienvenue nos amis à Guadeloupe, parce que c'est un bon matin pour nous en Dominique aujourd'hui, parce que l'histoire qu'a faite là, il y a mené un bateau traditionnel pour faire une course de Dominique et Guadeloupe. I can't say too much more, but I will want to recognize in our presence Monsignor Coffey, who I see here and is a very important person within the community, and I want to thank him for making the extra effort to be here. I want to also recognize Mayor Kerry Brady Prince, Mayor of Portsmouth. I also want to recognize Mr. Carl Chipotel, President of ANASA. I also want to recognize the coordinator of ANASA, Mr. Francois Tony. And I also want to also recognize Ms. Adole Andrew, Festival and Events Manager, Discover Dominica. And we go to Ms. Marcy Gachette. I want to say thanks for Intercontinental coming on board and providing local support. Also, we have Mr. Dean Smolin, who spoke earlier here today, and also providing support to Traditour 2025. And we have PACE, and we have several other agencies that are providing support. Let me say thanks for joining us here today. On behalf of the Board of Discover Dominica and the Ministry of Tourism, who unfortunately could not be here today because they have another function at the same time. But let me say, as we launch this Traditour sailing race from 2025 from Dominica to Guadeloupe, we're thrilled to share this exciting initiative that not only showcases the stunning beauty of our islands, but also celebrates the rich Creole culture and rich heritage that defines our people. This race, utilizing traditional boats, as you will see on Friday, is a unique opportunity for us to highlight the beauty of Dominica and Guadeloupe. And when you see all those videos with these boats going along the coast and you're able to see the landscape of the islands as they go about racing, it will tell you a lot about what the beauty of these islands are. And you know, the various things displayed on the sails will bring the ports that they go to alive with all of these people. As I've been told to you before, somewhere in the region of 400 persons will be participating in this race. And that is important for us here in Dominica. So the race is not only utilizing traditional boats. This is a unique opportunity for us to highlight the beauty of Dominica and attract sailing enthusiasts and a number of tourists from around the world. So we're beginning something new where we're joining into Traditour to enable more persons to experience all of what Dominica and Guadeloupe has to offer to its people. It is more than just a sailing competition. It is a celebration of our traditions, our people, and our commitment to sharing our tourism products. And where else could it be in terms of the start than the home of sailing, which in Dominica, which is Portsmouth. And Portsmouth have been known for the shipping, sailing. All of my life I've heard that Portsmouth is the main center for, you know, boating, sailing, and ask Cobra, he'll tell you a lot more about sailing and boating in Dominica out of Portsmouth. So as we embark on this journey, we aim to create lasting partnerships. This is not a thing that we're just coming in today and jump out tomorrow. What we're trying to do is to create a lasting partnership and foster collaboration within our region. We want to reach out to ensure that we can strengthen the ties within our region. Dominica is located between Guadeloupe in the north and Martinique in the south, and we want to work closer together. One of our former prime ministers, who was coming from that area, said that Dominica lies in the middle of Europe. And he was right when he said so, because we need to foster a greater unity, a greater economic activity between those islands. And so we need to work together to enhance our tourism offerings, promote our Creole heritage. This is something we have in common, and we need to promote that and showcase the incredible experiences available in Guadeloupe and Dominica. Today, we want to invite all of the participants who are on their way, some of them to Dominica, to this race. And I also want to thank ANASA for bringing Dominica into this Traditour race. I also want to thank the members of Region Guadeloupe. They're not here today, but they played an integral role in getting things going. The private sector sponsors, which we have local ones, and there are many supporting the various boat crews in Guadeloupe. And I want to say we're thankful for this. To you, the visitors and those persons who will be witnessing what's happening here in Portsmouth for the first time, the listeners to my voice here, and Dominicans from all walks of life, as we press on to ensure that the Traditour Sailing 2025 race leaves a lasting impact on our community here in Dominica and in Guadeloupe. And especially so, as it starts from Portsmouth, we want to have a lasting memory of what has transpired here in Portsmouth and the effect of the economic effect of what it has brought to Portsmouth. And we hope that it will inspire future sailors to join the traditional boat race. We already have one person committed who is going to see that Dominica is on that race come 2026. But we are also inviting other young persons within the maritime field to try to put their things together to try to see if we can have additional persons taking part in that race. We want the Traditour Sailing Race to open up a wealth of tourism opportunities for both the communities of Guadeloupe and Martinique. It is something that we want to make sure that both countries benefit from what we are doing today. I was there a couple of days ago, and the strong support of the various mayors, and I'm happy that Mayor Brady is here today, also showing very strong support here in Dominica. And in Guadeloupe, all of the mayors are standing very strong behind Traditour Sailing Race 2025. And we welcome that support from the mayor. By positioning ourselves as premier traditional sailing destinations, we can attract not only participants, but also spectators, families, and sailing enthusiasts from around the globe. We want to be able to drive our tourism in different areas, not only looking at just land-based tourism, but we want persons to get involved in all aspects. And water sports tourism is, in fact, one of the things that we want to ensure that persons can come to Dominica and participate in. This event is expected to shine a positive spotlight on our local businesses, from restaurants to accommodations, rentals, tour operators, and encourage visitors to explore and engage with our local communities around Dominica. We want the persons coming here to explore, go up to the Indian River, go to Syndicate Falls, begin to move around and to explore the Cabrits, which is not too far from here, and to see all of the historic things that is around Portsmouth and some of the areas, so that persons can come back and visit Dominica and experience Dominica to be able to share with their friends and families. So as we promote this event, we'll also be promoting a host of pre- and post-race experiences, including eco-tours, cultural events, and culinary adventures, ensuring that our visitors leave with an unforgettable memory and a desire to return. So our emphasis here is to whet the appetite, whet the boats, the crewmen appetite. Let them see what we have to offer. And so they will allow their families and friends to come to Dominica. That is one of the things we want to do. We want to be able to convert them into stay-over visitors. So at this point, I want to say thanks for all the support being provided. I also want to recognize the environmental health personnel, customs, the police, and all those who played a part in ensuring the success of Traditour Sailing 2025 beginning in Portsmouth. And I look forward for us continuing this collaboration between Guadeloupe and Martinique, because Guadeloupe is a very important partner of Dominica. And we want to say to all, let's lend our hands together and pray that the sailors would be safe, the weather would be favorable, and that we all would continue to enjoy all of the amenities that this race will bring to Dominica. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Mr. Badwell, for that powerful presentation. And I challenge you, Mr. Badwell, I challenge you to get your crew together for Traditour 2026. Miss Andrews said that she's getting a crew ready, a crew of all women. And Mr. Badwell, the challenge is set for you to get your men crew together. Yeah, you plus 5. We'll see this soon. What's that? Cobra is right here. Awesome. Now, what a meaningful morning this has been. As we close today's launch, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our guests, regional partners from Guadeloupe, our sponsors, Intercontinental, Cabrit's Resort and Spa, Digicel and NSC, and of course the people from Portsmouth who have opened their hearts and homes to this historic moment. But the journey is just beginning. We invite everyone, locals and visitors alike, to come to Purple Turtle in Portsmouth over the next 2 days for the full Traditour experience. Enjoy the vibrancy of the Traditour Village, which opens tomorrow Thursday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The excitement of the sailing race with 39 sailing boats and the exhibition which starts from 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And feel the pulse of live entertainment. The village will be open with live entertainment from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow Thursday. And of course, the highlight, the race which starts here, Prince Rupert's Bay from 9:30 a.m. on Friday morning. And most importantly, I encourage everyone to rally around the local vendors, support the sailors, the entrepreneurs, and for all those of you who are visiting Dominica for the first time, let this occasion be your chance to discover Dominica, experience our local cuisine, explore the island, and while you're here, take pictures, take photos, and create memories, and post them online using the hashtags, #Traditour25, #Dominica, #Dominica Festivals. Let's simply amplify Dominica and Guadeloupe to the world. I want to thank you very much for being part of this launch. Thank you for championing our communities, and thank you very much for believing in the power of partnership. So, let the stories begin and let the sails arise. And thank you very much for being here, and do have a fantastic Traditour 2025. And we look forward to Traditour 2026. Yes. We open the floor for questions from the media. The team is present. If there's any member of the media who would like to ask questions, the question from Kyrie FM.
Good morning to everyone. My question to Mr. Chicotel. Yes. Mr. Badin mentioned engaging our folks in Martinique. Any plans of engaging our folks with further, like St. Lucia, St. Martin, where Creole or French language is well received?
They always ask me about that. You know, it's a very great honor to be here. When we think about Dominica, it was just for the first step to engage in Caribbean island. We thought about St. Lucia, about Martinique, and also we have many plans after this trip. So it's very quite difficult for me to not speaking friendly English or Creole. I would like that all Caribbean people could communicate easily. So I will try to make Traditour. It's a means of that fight to collaborate with all islands of Caribbean. So in the future, Dominica will take a place in our future, and I hope that also the female team ANASA will help to build. We have to think and work about our future more than a simple race.
Any other questions for Mr. Chicotel before he leaves? Mr.
Mayor of Portsmouth.
Question for the Mayor of Portsmouth, Ms. Brady.
Miss Carrie Brady Prince, I have a few questions.
Ms. Prince, can you join us?
I know it's an economic activity for the Portsmouth area. Are the vendors aware of that? The Portsmouth patrons, are they aware? Can they come to the area and vend?
Well, we have quite a bit of vendors and craft personnel from Portsmouth, from the community support, surrounding communities, Portsmouth and surrounding, who will be part of the Traditour village. It's our first time, and we hope that in the future with our partnership that we will grow this event, but quite a bit of the local, the partners that we have who will be doing the vending are from Portsmouth and surrounding areas, yes.
1 second. I see Mr. O'Brien, he was here I think earlier on, but as the Mayor of Portsmouth, in terms of security, safety, I know Mr. O'Brien has a passion for safety and security. Any collaboration with the police or the Red Cross, the hospital, should you have any emergency?
Definitely. We have collaboration with PAYS. As you know, PAYS has its security service for the harbour because that is their passion. We also have collaboration with the police, the Coast Guard as well, and there will also be some private security attached. We don't need to worry. In Portsmouth, we are very safe. We can almost say that ANASA belongs to Portsmouth now, so nobody will be unsafe. But just for security purposes, we have several mediums of security attached to this event. That's it.
Any other questions? Then it's my pleasure to bring this press conference to a close, and once more I thank you very much for being part of this incredible occasion, and I invite you to join us tomorrow for the Traditour Village, where everything kicks off. Once again, thank you very much, and do have a fantastic day. Take care.